was to write a letter to our favorite author. October 21st, 2012. Dear Mr. Neil Gaiman, this weekend my wonderful dog Simka, a Tibetan Terrier, passed away. I'm so sad that I could not even put it into words. His name originated from the Ukrainian word for gray because he was a big ball of fluffy gray fur. He, however, did not see himself that way. He considered himself a distinguished member of our family. He needed to be a part of everything we did, and he was. Wherever we went, of course, he came along. Any conversation we had, he would position himself right in the middle of it. If he saw that I was speaking with my mother, he would trot right over and join the conversation. When I came home from school, he was always waiting for me at the door. I came home tonight, and his not being here filled the house. Sometimes, absence is the biggest feeling. Mr. Gaiman, I thought about your ghosts in the graveyard book. They were not ghosts at all. They were your heroes, Bod's people, just like our family members are Sitka's people. Bod was a baby who arrived at the ghost graveyard after escaping a cruel murder. The ghosts had no idea what to call him, so they called him Nobody, or Bod for short. Before Sitka came to us, we were sure that he survived a cruel and difficult life. Sitka was a rescue, just as Bod was a rescue. The ghosts loved Bod, as we love Sitka. They nurtured Bod, taught him, helped him grow, until it was time for him to go. We did that for Sitka as well. In your book, Bod's leaving his graveyard family is painful. For us, Sitka's passing away is very painful, but death is a part of life. We know that Bod needed Silas, his mentor and bodyguard, Mr. and Mrs. Owens, and the rest of the ghosts. He needed them to take care of him. He needed them to protect him and teach him. I also think they needed him, perhaps even more than Bod needed them. They needed him to do what they could no longer do. They needed their son Bod to be out in the world. Mr. Gaiman, I think that growing up is a lot like how Bod grows up in your book. Maybe we build our lives, but we do not do it alone. We are held by those whom we love and by those who love us too. We suffer our losses just as I am suffering Sitka's loss this weekend. However, we realize the departed are still a part of us. We learn from the past, especially from the dead, the ghosts of those who still remain alive for us because we love them. We learn from their wisdom and their mistakes. Then we have to apply that wisdom, be alive, step out, and take our turn in the world. The past needs us as we need the past. If Mr. Gaiman, we remember your Jones Macabre when we grow up, if we learn the lessons from the past, the wisdom of the ghosts, and the fact that they are always with us, then we can begin changing ourselves as we keep changing the world. Yours truly,